requested by our listeners, we're bringing back one of their favorite segments. It's called Eddie the Dad.
Wow. Hey, that needs to be updated. That's my 13-year-old son right there, like leading that, and he sounds so young.
He's probably 8.
That's
there.
crazy.
One more time from the top. So speaking of your 13-year-old, what's happening with him?
All right, man, he's loving streaming old TV shows because we have Hulu now, so he's watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which I think is so cool.
So he likes it?
He loves it, and it takes me back to, because that was like, middle school for us, and getting home from after school and watching it, and yeah, he's in the living room listening to it or watching it, and I can hear it and be like, that's really cool. So I interviewed him about it. I wanted to know more. All right, so lately you've been watching a little bit of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Interesting. I want to start with why you started watching that.
I watch a lot of shows.
What do you like about Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
It's funny. Like, funnier than the ones that we have right now. Like, a lot of those Disney Channel ones, they're not very good.
Oh, so would you say, like, after watching an episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, would you say something like, man, they just don't make shows like that anymore?
No, I probably won't ever say that.
Is it weird seeing Will Smith, like, in movies now, but then seeing him that young back then?
Yeah, he had, like, more energy than he does in the movies.
Well, now he's just old and, like, a dad and stuff.
Yeah.
So overall, what would you grade Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Like, out of 5 Carltons?
I don't know, 4.
4 Carltons out of 5?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Fresh Prince was the coolest show when I was a
So
kid.
good,
coolest.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fresh Prince was the coolest. Home Home Improvement I thought was the funniest. And Full House was like, overall, gave me a little bit of everything.
Yeah, you learned from Full
It
House.
was cool. It was fun. It made you feel good. It was wholesome. So that's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. What's he watch that on?
I think something on Hulu. One
Okay.
of the Hulus has a flashback
Maybe HBO
channel.
Max? Yeah. Do you have HBO Max?
No, I don't think so.
Then maybe he's stealing it.
Maybe one of his friends.
All right. What else happened with your kids?
So then Junior, my 7-year-old, he's been losing teeth lately, and he got one knocked out the other morning, and Dad kind of freaked out a little bit.
Okay.
Because I was in charge of making sure that he did whatever he needed to do with the pillow so the tooth fairy would find it.
Okay.
And then the tooth fairy forgot, I guess.
Oh, forgot to stop by the house.
To stop by the house. And I didn't know this. And a quick thinking in the morning, he wakes me up. He's like, hey, tooth fairy forgot. And I'm like, this is really early for you to wake up. Crazy. Maybe the tooth fairy comes later. So I was like, oh my gosh, what's the tooth fairy thinking? So I get my phone really quick and I said, oh, look, the tooth fairy sent me an email. Let me read this out loud. Tooth fairy says, I would like to play a game with Junior. I placed the money somewhere else. And then so he goes, well, where is it? I'm like, I don't know. You search that part of the house, and I'll search this part of the house. And then I kind of figured out where the tooth fairy put the money.
Yeah.
And then finally he found the money under Daddy's pillow.
Whoops.
Yay! Crisis resolved.
one.
How much money?
$5.
Dang.
$5 because it got knocked out during baseball practice. He was throwing catch with one of the boys. It was a low ball, and it popped up and hit him in the face. I mean,
Knocked his tooth out.
So it looked, all the kids were like, whoa. But in reality, it was about to come out.
Yeah.
But so one of the coaches goes, hey, that's extra money for getting knocked out with a baseball. So Tooth Fairy, of course, heard that.
And your foster kids are good?
Foster kids are great, yes. Do I recreate Eddie the Daddy theme with all them too?
I think you should do a recreate with your 2 kids just to play them side by side, but then you do one with all 4.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, there he
That's
is.
going to be interesting.
It's about